Hey everyone, this is Joseph from Australian Chess, and we moved up into the advanced section. So we're playing 1500 chess.com bot. Let's see how Antonio goes. So we'll start with e4. Okay, we get e5. So we'll start with knight f3. Again, just putting pressure on this pawn. This is by far the most common move. Alright, so usually you'll see knight c6 defending the pawn. But this is also a very valid alternative, knight f6. So instead of defending the pawn, black is attacking our center pawn. So we're going to go ahead and take this pawn that we've attacked, and let's see how black treats it. Okay, so black is playing the main line. If black takes here, I think it is possible, but white gets a slightly better position after queen attacking the knight and eyeing the black king in the background. So this is actually the main move, just kicking our knight back, and then after we move the knight, black can go ahead and take this pawn, which is what black does. Okay, so far so good. I don't actually know a whole lot of theory, but I believe d4 is one of the main moves in this position. And it makes a whole lot of sense because we're just taking control of the center. And yeah, so black wastes another move by playing this pawn forward. But we've got a very symmetrical position here. Both sides doing well so far. Yeah, I'm sure there's many ways of playing this. It kind of reminds me of an exchange French because we've both exchanged the e-pawns, which means that there's an open e-file here, and all the other pawns are on the board. Symmetrical position. I think I want to develop my bishop to this square. Potentially I want to play c4, but I might also want to play c3. White might have the idea of putting pressure on this knight, so obviously the difference between the position that white has and black has is the position of these knights. And one could argue that black's position is stronger because black's knight is in a more dominant position. But I think white's going to argue that black is a bit overextended by placing the knight there. So I think bishop d3 makes a lot of sense here. Okay. Now, since black has already committed the place of their bishop, I'm really considering playing knight c3. So this does a couple of things. It attacks this pawn, which is a threat. It also attacks this knight, so I'm threatening that. So it kind of forces black to take, and then I recapture here. And then we have an imbalance in the pawn structure. We both have the bishop pair. I have an extra center pawn, but I do also have double pawns. An alternative is to play knight d2. I wonder if black could go f5 there though. So compared to previous games I've played, black is definitely playing proper theoretical moves. In the past, my opponents have just been, playing random moves and somehow surviving some of the games because they're a computer. I'm going to play this move that I was originally thinking of. I know I get double pawns, but I think it'll make the game a bit more interesting. And yeah, I don't actually mind these double pawns. I think this c-pawn can be very helpful at some stage. Just trying to break open the center for black. And at the moment, it's just defending this pawn. So I don't think it's a terrible choice. Okay, so white is giving check here. Standard move would just be to block and then castle. So I don't see any reason why I shouldn't do that. So black castles, I'm going to do the same. Black does have bishop g4, which they play. I don't think that that's so concerning. Worst case scenario, I can play this. Ooh, okay, so there's some tactics here that I'm going to calculate. So there's this tactic called the Greek gift, and this is not exactly a Greek gift, but I want to calculate this for a second. So bishop takes pawn, king takes, and my idea is I want to give a check, so knight g5 check. And then if black moves the king, then I can take the bishop. However, in that position, black doesn't have to move the king. So let's start the line again. Bishop takes pawn, king takes. Knight check. Black can actually go queen takes knight, and the point is that when I move my knight, my queen is also taking. So, queen takes knight. I'm down 2 pieces at that point. I take their queen, so it's 2 pieces for a queen. Then they take my queen. So, and then I take the bishop. So overall, I'm down a piece. So that's not a good variation for me. Can I make this tactic work though? That's what I want to know. If I play rook e1, I think black will play queen f6. Just putting more pressure on this knight. So I'm thinking of playing h3, after which the bishop will move back. And yeah, it's hard for me to make the tactic work, unfortunately. Okay, is there any merit to c4? No. Black can just take and then play queen f6 again. Worst case scenario, I can just drop my bishop back and, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'll start with h3. See what black does. Black should play bishop h5. Yep. Okay, so I do have the option of g4. It is somewhat weakening, but this pin is annoying me. And I don't want to play bishop here, but I guess if I play g4, black's going to play bishop g6 anyway, and we're going to get trade of bishops. So maybe I am just best placed to drop my bishop back, break the pin that way. f5 is very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. But it makes sense. I can play bishop here, which might not be a bad idea because black is threatening f4. My bishop is going to be very much out of good territory there. Although, if I move my bishop here, black moves their queen somewhere. I'm not sure where. Maybe e6 or f7. Then black is going to play h6 soon after. And wherever my bishop moves, well, it's only got one spot there. And then g5. And then after my bishop moves here, f4. And my bishop is also going to be out of squares there. I mean, look, I can play bishop h2, so it's not technically trapped, but it's going to be very uncomfortable. Now c4 is actually getting my attention a lot more now. And also rook e1. If f4 is played against either of those, this computer is playing well. I'm struggling here. This f4 idea is very, very strong. And it's not easy for me to get out of, actually. I wonder if I can just ignore it and try and make my own counterplay. Let's say he goes pawn push. And then I go queen here. There's pawn push again, though. And it attacks my queen. I could go queen b1, pawn push. Oops, sorry. Queen b3. I guess there's bishop here. Then at least I can turn the attention to the c file there. What if queen here? He just ignores it. I push. I take here, and then. Well, no. Then I can go here, but then check. Okay, pawn push. Yeah. This is tricky. It's very tricky. I think I need to get activity somehow. This move feels strange, but it does pose a threat. Okay, interesting. So black plays c6 instead of b6, which is what I was expecting. c6 makes a lot of sense because the queen is defending here. However, can I play bishop here? That drops this bishop now. Ooh. I'm going to play my rook over, hire the queen, and hope that something comes out of it. I'm surprised black didn't play f4. I'm actually glad to see this move, rook e8. I don't think that is a great move. Now I can play bishop g5, and that's making a lot more sense now that I've got this x-ray, and I've got this pressure against b7 as well. So yeah, I'm liking the look of bishop g5 a lot. Okay. So I'm noticing that this rook is loosely defended. I mean, okay, it's defended by the bishop, so let's not forget that. But I'm looking at moves like, I'm not sure, bishop here maybe. Oh, this is an interesting move. If bishop takes here, then I can take here, and that's with check, and I win in exchange. And if bishop here, rook takes, queen takes, and then maybe g6. But g6, then I can go queen e8. I think this is getting a bit awkward for black, actually. I'm going to play this and see what black has up their sleeve. Rook f8. Just moving back. That move makes a lot of sense, but it's very hard for a human to play a move like that because they just moved their rook here, and now they're moving their rook back. Okay, makes a lot of sense though. However, now I get this really nice square for my knight. Okay, but how good is it really? Black will play here, challenging my knight, and then what have I gained? Maybe there I can play f4 though. I'm not convinced by that. However, if I play here, they are threatening to capture my knight and ruin my pawn structure there. And that is some mess I don't want to get into. This move is just begging to be played. I mean, I don't actually think it's that strong, but I'm mainly just getting out of this. And putting my knight in the center can't be that bad. And now f4. f4, if h6, then at least this square is a bit weaker and maybe my knight can jump in there someday. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, h6. I'm also looking at bishop here at some point. Oh, I actually just wondered. I just saw a move. If bishop here, I wonder if black has g5. The idea is to loosen up this. g5 is risky, but it's possible, I think. Okay, and black is getting developed. Black's move's making a lot of sense here. I wonder if I have g4 there. g4 takes, but then black can take here and then take here. That's not good for me. It's too risky. c4. Now c4 is starting to look not bad at all. And my idea is to take here, then to play c4 again, and then to open up this line for my queen. That's my idea. looks like it makes sense, so I'm gonna go for it. Wow. Wow, is this move possible? My first thought is my rook is eyeing this, my bishop is eyeing this. My knight is in the way though, so if my knight gets out of the way, are there any tactics there? For example, knight here. If knight here and bishop takes, then my rook and bishop are both under attack. It doesn't quite benefit me. If bishop here and then knight here, black can take, and bishop takes. So that doesn't work for me either. Black is really playing with fire with that move. I don't want to trade. I'm thinking I can maybe just drop my bishop back somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe f2? Okay, how about just takes, now take, and play c4. That doesn't look bad either. I might actually do that. I mean, my bishop is not doing much. And their bishop was... I mean, their bishop was okay. So, trade of bishops is not a bad outcome for me. Queen b4 is also an option, but it's just a one-move threat. I don't think it really does much. g4 takes... Worst case scenario, black can take here though, so the same problem as before. I'm going to go with my original plan, take here and then play c4. And again, my idea is to open up my queen to this diagonal. Okay, so black takes my knight. Cool. What do I want to take back with? I don't think I want to take with my f pawn because that allows this. Although, maybe I should. If I take here, black does get this pawn here, but then I get this pawn. Ooh, okay, no, that's alright. I thought I saw a tactic, but I was seeing ghosts. I could also take with the rook. Could also take with the rook. I think my rook is quite strong, so I would rather keep my rook on the board, so I'm going to take with this pawn. Okay, so white takes that pawn, I'm going to take this one. So we each got a pawn from that exchange, however, black has a very strong pass pawn, and I'm quite scared of it. Okay, so black is exchanging, or wanting to exchange this pawn for this one. I gotta go ahead and take that trade. I don't have much choice. Okay, takes. I mean, my instinct is that this is good for me because this is quite an aggressive position for white. This is quite double-edged all of a sudden. Okay, I've got some choices. I can take the pawn. I can give a check. On the one hand, the pawn is not that important, but on the other hand, the check doesn't give me that much. Does black have any threats? What do I think of the queen trade? So I'm looking at takes the pawn, queen check. I have to take the queen. Black recaptures. I've got this pawn, which is very strong. But black has this pawn, which is also very strong. And I think the queen trade favors black because my queen is very strong. And black's queen is not as strong. So I'm actually going to give this check first and see what black wants to do. Okay, king there. Okay. Now if I go here, I mean, black always has this, but I don't know if that's something I should be so scared of, to be honest. Maybe I go... This is very complicated. I don't know what I should be doing here. I want to push my pawn, so maybe just rook here defending the pawn. Because this pawn is currently under attack. That might be the best way to go. This pawn is so strong. Okay. Black is attacking my queen, so I have to move that. Oh, I wonder if black is going to double up. No? Okay. That's one option. That's probably what I should do, to be honest. It's very risky to do anything else. Okay, I've got a line that I'm looking at, and I'm quite scared of it. So, rook c1. Rook here, threatening this pawn. I have to defend it. If I defend it like this, then black can pin me. I'm getting all tangled up. So maybe I just defend it with my other rook. Yeah, I'm getting my rook in front of this pawn. It's too scary. I need to stop it. And black just keeps on coming at me. Ooh, okay, I'm feeling the pressure here. However, can I just go pick the pawn up? Black can swing across and defend it in a couple of ways. Is black threatening this? And then this? I don't know, or maybe this. I can attack though. I also have passed pawns. I should be pushing. Let's go. Let's be brave. And let's try and add calculator computer. I can tell that this computer is so much stronger than my previous opponents. Okay, but now I can play this. And I've got this check, which I think is annoying for black. I'm also threatening this pawn. And I'm defending this pawn. This looks strong. I'm probably missing a whole ton here. Alright, so black defends his pawn, says I don't care about this check. Well, I think you should care about this check, because I'm just going to try and get a queen. And what are you going to do about that? Like, if I go pawn push, I guess there's that. Pawn push. This is gotta be... Oh, hold on. Okay, I just realized. After pawn push, there is this. No, but then queen. I think this is strong. Check. I'm probably gonna just get checkmated here somehow. Oh, and then takes. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, but does it work? Hold on. Okay, so there's some tactics here. Takes. Takes. Queen. Takes. Takes. King here. And then I've got a position that's 2 rooks and 3 pawns versus a queen and 4 pawns. But I'm going to be picking off one of those pawns by playing rook here. And that's probably an even position. And another move is queen. Let's say rook takes. Rook takes. Queen takes. queen takes. And that is... Wait, what's going on there? Queen, rook takes, queen takes, queen takes. Oh, I'm just up a piece there. Am I counting that properly? Yeah, I think I am. Okay, so after queen, black has to take this. And then after I take, there is this move. And then my rook is hanging, and my queen is hanging, but I have rook c8 there, attacking their queen. Yeah, I think this is the best option. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and promote. If I've calculated correctly, I should be winning material here. Okay, rook takes, that's what I calculated. And then rook takes. Then king moves. No, just queen takes. Okay, well either way it's the same. And yay, I'm up a piece. It was a bit complicated, that sequence, but at the end of the day we are up a piece. So now we need to convert. Black still has this scary pawn, but I'm pretty sure it's not a threat to us. Worst case scenario, we can actually just go check and pick it up. And I think I'm just going to start with that because it's the riskiest. It's the way that we could lose. So I'm just going to take that off the board. Now eliminate any chance of us losing, and then play from there. So next thing I'm going to do is get my pieces into the attack somehow. I can probably just send my queen straight in. I just got to be careful about guarding this square, I think, because I don't want black to have any checks. If black can get some checks in, could be a little bit annoying. It's an open board, and the one thing I want to avoid is black having the opportunity to give us a perpetual check. Another thing I could do is queen here, and then rook here, but again, it allows this, so. Which, to be honest, is not such a big deal. If I'm really scared of that, I could actually just go queen over to here, so. Let's just give check. Okay, I really love seeing that move, because now I can bring my rook in, and we're going to checkmate the opponent very shortly, no doubt. Let's give another check. Let's see what they want to do. They might just block. If they block, that's fine. Queen trade, I'm happy with. General rule of thumb is, if you're up material, be happy to trade, because it just makes your life so much simpler. And the last thing we need to be worried about is looking out for any stalemates. But of course that's not going to be an issue. And I'm going to place my rook here. And place it here. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to cut the king off this way. And my pawn is guarding my rook. And so there's no way for black to take my rook. My rook is safe, and black is going to be trapped in this box for the whole game. I'm going to move one of my pawns that's outside of that box, get a queen with that, and then I'll do a ladder checkmate. So I'll just show you that technique. Well, of course, there's a million ways to win this. I just find that this is a very safe way of doing it, and very hard to go wrong with it. So I'm going to bring my queen down here. And I'm going to bring it one step over. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I do my ladder checkmates, I like it so that the queen and the rook are like this, and the queen is one step behind the rook, so that if the king ever approaches, the queen is protecting the rook. So again, it's not the quickest checkmate necessarily, but it gets the job done. And there we go, checkmate. So that was a pretty fun game. The opponent put up some great defense, but we managed to get them in a nice tactic at the end. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.